That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Hey! Hey, I just realized something!
Is this about dinner last night? I didn't realize those ingredients were off.
What? No! I mean, wait, you fed us rotten food?
Rinwell, the point.
Oh, yeah, right. So I was thinking about those armored soldiers we've seen. There are regular Renans inside them, right?
Yeah, they're designed to make whoever's wearing them stronger. At least, I think that's the idea.
Right. So it kind of begs the question then, why are they made so huge?
I don't know, makes them more intimidating, I guess? Or maybe all that tech wizardry inside takes up a lot of space.
You don't think it's weird how the armored soldiers are the exact same height as the Helganquil?
Can't say I'd ever noticed it till now. And?
Connect the dots, Law!
Okay, let me get this straight. You think the armored suits might have originally been designed to allow Renans to work alongside the Helganquil?
Huh. But if that's true, what would that mean?
It would mean... just that, I guess. But still, don't you think it's kind of interesting?
Not hugely. Hey, Kisara, well, I've got you. What's on tonight's menu? Because I was thinking, maybe meat?
Get him, Hootle.
What did I do?
Oh, now you want to listen. Keep pecking, Hootle!
Ow! Seriously, what the hell?
I never realized before just how hot this place is. It's like being inside a fire.
You're only just noticing? Ah, yes, forgive me. The whole lack of sensory feedback situation.
That's the one. It's hard to believe I once worked in this soup, let alone helped spearhead a revolution.
And all with the mask concealing your face. It must have been very grimy beneath that.
Back then, we had our plates full enough dealing with constant abuse from our Renan overlords. It never occurred to me the air itself was oppressive in its own way. My head's spinning just with the effort it takes to walk.
I think that's called heat stroke. You might want to take a sip of water.
You mean that water that's been festering under the sun for days? I wouldn't chance it without boiling it first.
Oh, I know. I'll go to the dock and fetch us some clean water.
Water alone won't suffice. He'll need to ensure his sodium levels are replenished as well.
In that case, let's see if we can rustle up some rock salt. Alphen, you go cool off in the shade for a while. Xion, stay and keep an eye on him.
And then there were two.
Bit of an overreaction, but it's still kind of them.
Maybe it's not the time, but this place brings back memories.
I know what you mean. We're back where it all started.
You don't ever regret meeting me sometimes, do you?
Are you kidding? You started all of this. Bringing down the wall, retrieving my sense of self. I have no regrets.
Welcome back, Law.
You know, guys, when you think about it, we've taken out a lot of Zeugles. Like, a whole lot.
You can say that again. If one thing's for certain in this world, it's that wherever we go, we'll always end up bumping into them.
Isn't it weird that they're still so plentiful? You don't think the Renans have, like, a ranch where they breed them, do you?
Certainly in all of my years, I've never heard of them constructing such a massive facility on Dana, let alone up in Lenegis.
The thing I can think of, then, is that the feral ones must be reproducing on their own.
There's also no organized effort on our part to hunt them down, so it's difficult to fully exterminate them.
Exterminate them? Whoa, don't you think that's maybe a little harsh?
What do you mean?
Zeugles originally used to be living creatures native to Dana and Rena, right? Being genetically modified isn't their fault.
You're right. Zeugles were only created because of us Renans. We altered the original creatures to suit our own ends.
First, people made Zeugles, and then we let them go. And now we're trying to kill them because they're a threat. They really have only seen the very worst, huh?
I hope we find a way to be able to live side by side with them one day.
It's a nice thought, but they attack towns and cities. What else are we supposed to do?
Aside from the strays that have gone wild, it's worth remembering that Renans are able to keep them somewhat under control.
If we had distinct territories that didn't overlap, that might reduce the danger they pose.
Well, I guess when you look at it that way, maybe people and Zeugles aren't so different after all.
Okay. I'm gonna try it again.
Hey, Alphen, what do you think of that chick over there?
Doesn't look like she really works out.
I'm not talking about her muscles, you dummy!
Nothing. Man, I thought there would be something.
Hey, she's pretty cute.
Who are you looking at? Quit gawking and let's go.
Ow!
Let's see what's going on around here.
Yeah.
Up, Doc. I think it's cold.
Hey.
Yes.
Just great.
How's this?
Got it.
Hey! Yay!
All right. Okay.
Oh, boo, nothing new here. Holy shit, that's a lot of gold stuff. Let's go.
Aw, are you tired, Poodle?
You sure he's not just trying to hide from us?
Hey, it's this guy again.
Yeah. Hey.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Just great.
I guess... Thanks. Huh?
Well... Hmm? All right.
Huh? Uh-huh.
All right.
I guess.
Whew.
Got it.
Yeah, there's 2 mines on the way, so that's positive.
I think Hootle senses something.
I got around you. You get fish.
Is this the barrier that's keeping the Zoogle in that Nath mentioned?
Looks like it. Our Zoogle pal should be on the other side.
This barrier is weird. It's been half finished. Plus, he said it was okay to break.
I mean, we won't need it anymore once the Zoogle's gone, right? So what does it matter? Did they really think that barrier was enough for a Zoogle like that?
It was. That thing was sturdier than you give it credit for.
Really? So that's the Zoogle, huh? This should be a piece of cake.
Don't get careless, Law.
Think we can take that one?
Well, if you're up for being the decoy.
No thanks. Let's turn back.
I've gotten the clown. 5 levels. This could be a
We're in for a long slog with this one.
water element, so it's fire.
The flaming This one's blind!
I can hit a word! Their bugs were interrupted! Oh! Now I'm real mad!
A scream bathed in blood.
Here, let me help. First aid! Here's a healing art. First aid! Here, let me help. First aid!
Forgive me.
Bring you back from death to resuscitation here! By the flame! Here! Vanish without a trace!
Is it in a bind?
It's mine! Squeeze the enemy's arm!
Milky place here!
Now!
Swallow there!
Fluidity of
I'll finish you here and now! I'll smash you! Time to shine!
I never fit!
This one's blind!
We can't get out of this!
Power of flame!
Let's tear him up!
Think again! I'm out of ammo!
Not my finest.
Come on! You have to hold on! I'm all stopped up! I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Hurricane Slice! Resuscitation! Blizzard Blow!
Damn it!
Hold on to your arms! Here I come!
Right!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
the power of flame! Vanish without a trace!
Armor won't save you!
Explosion! Primed and ready! I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Resuscitation!
Reflect.
Where are you going?
They smite with black and
Think
blade.
again! By the power!
Take this.
Down!
You're off. Eat this. I'll tear you
By the
apart.
power of flame! Vanish without a trace!
Elusive deity.
I won't give up!
I couldn't make it in time.
Anything in armor is all mine.
We're barely hanging on by a thread.
Keep fighting till the end.
A bold sentiment.
Here's a healing art! First aid! Here, let me help! This one's mine! First aid! By the power of flame! Vanish without explosion! Here, let me help! First aid! I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Resuscitation! Here's a healing art! I like my guard down! Here, let me help! First aid! Art shield!
On your knees.
Resuscitation!
Now. This one's
By the power of flame! Vanish with
Smash you.
No further. A thrilling performance.
explosion! Think again! Leave the torch! Ready to go! That'll bring you down!
Heal my weary companion.
Here's a healing art!
Cure.
Feast assault! By the power!
You picked the wrong fight. Any armor is all mine. Armor won't save you.
No further.
Explosion! By the power of flame! Vanish without a trace! Think again! Pathetic! Pathetic!
In your hands now.
I'll bring you. Hold on to your art. Here I come!
What the? You see what happened there is you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that to the whip.
Not like this!
Resonate with the earth.
I can't lose! Eagle assault! Resuscitation! Here, let me help! First aid! Crescent move! Tiger blade! Resuscitation!
Take this.
No further.
By the power of flame! Vanish without a trace!
By me!
Explosion!
Now you see what I can. All finish you bring you down.
Take this!
Air pressure. Swallowed it.
Tiger blade!
Take this.
Rising
Wyvern. Howling hurricane.
Radiant flaming meteor!
This should do. Rising Wyvern!
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint here.
Nope, that is in a bind.
Enjoy the ground while you're down.
Flaming meteor!
All mine!
Piercing
Not today!
Hurricane strike! Beast assault! Don't mind if I do. Without a trace!
Do it. Swallow dead.
All yours, Kisara.
Here's a healing art!
Now, let loose.
Roll now!
I'll bash in their defense.
Glad you have your uses!
I'll show you how useful I can be.
Here's the evil!
I'll smash you.
Freeze Lancer!
Try harder!
I'll tear you apart.
Time to shine! If it's in the sky, it's mine! Where are you going?
Rip and tear.
Out of this! Try harder! Not a chance! Ignite!
Lightning!
you all down.
Stay away from my friends!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Resuscitation!
Rising Wyvern!
Here's a healing art! Ready to go!
Talon Hurricane! Megasonic Thrust!
Bring you back from death's abyss.
I don't even know
the word defeat.
This should do it!
I won't give up!
You require a hand.
I should spin the wrong person. Fucking switch, you dumb bitch.
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with love. Resuscitation.
Blah blah blah, mad burning strike! You get the gist. The enemy is going all out! Not on my watch!
I
You get the
fucking
gist.
steal.
Burning strike! Blah blah blah! Burning strike! The close one! Gotcha!
It's on!
Burn! Top field!
Can you take it?
Mega ray! Annihilation! Better! Gotcha! If it's in the sky, it's
From
mine!
beyond, imbue this vanquished soul.
Lunar blast!
Forgive me.
The magic is there! Burning strike! Blah blah blah! Burning strike! You get the gist! Burning strike! Blah blah blah! Burning strike! You get the gist! Burning strike! Here's a healing art! First aid! Take this! The magic is there!
Take this!
Burning strike!
Now you see what I can do.
Blah blah blah! Burning strike! That'll bring you down!
This one's all mine!
Blah blah blah! Burning strike! You get the gist! Burning strike! Blah blah blah!
Now you see what I can do.
Burning strike! I can do this all day!
Prepare to be sealed.
Follow dance.
Burning flame! Burning strike! Blah blah blah!
I think I'm coming down with something grave.
A chronic inability to read the room?
A malady your arts cannot fix.
Burning strike! Blah blah blah! Burning strike! I'm sorry.
Dude,
Oh, you are
they
gonna
did
pay
not
for
let me
that.
go.
Dragon Shell.
Now in the groove. Here's evil.
The flame inside me is yours to be let free!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss. I still got the fight left in me.
Anything in armor
The
is
flames will roar.
I can carve through armor.
Burning strike. The magic is there. Burning strike. You get the gist. Right.
In a bind?
Burn. You get the gist. Burn up. Blah blah blah. Burning.
I'll thank you.
I won't give up. That's quite
Holy fuck.
I can't. The flames will roar. Not on my watch.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
The waters of creation. The flames will roar. Burning. The magic is.
What the fuck would you go attack me? You're a fucking healer.
Bam! Burning strike! You get the gist. Burning strike! You get the gist. Burning strike! You get the gist. Burning strike! I can't take care of Noodle.
From beyond.
Nothing gets by me. My finest.
I still got some fight left in me. Take that! Take that!
This one's all mine! This one's mine!
The magic is there! Burning
get out of this!
Blah, blah, blah. Burning strike! Out of it!
Hurricane! And you should see it! Rip and tear!
This one's mine! They're not playing around! By the power of flame! The flames will roar! Burning strike! Blah, blah, blah! That's it! The close one! Gotcha!
Whatever you're doing seems to work.
It's simple. Punch till I can't punch anymore.
I almost feel sorry for your opponent.
I'm sorry. Come on, reload!
I'll tear you apart.
From depth to bit.
Ignite!
Hurricane! I'm ready. There! Burn! That's gonna smart. Go! Outstanding form! Lightning! Downfall! Take care of... Pluto!
Can you take it?
This
See what
battle is
happens there
stacked
is
heavy
cross-
against us.
Should we regroup and try again?
You're right. We must play intelligently.
From beyond!
The earth throbs in pain.
Resuscitation!
Forgive me.
This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight!
The flames will roar! Burning strike! Oh, sparkling stars of light! Rain down and purify all! The enemy is going all out! Oh, sparkling... Ready to go! Gemini Alpha! I'm...
Shattering the
sorry.
pieces. Attack time! Crescent slash! First strike!
Talon Hurricane! Now it's my turn!
Burn! I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Scream beneath the blood.
Resuscitation!
Talon Hurricane!
I still got the
Can't get out of this!
I never miss! Here, let me help! Will roar!
Might be
Magic is there! Burn here! Strike! Oh, sparkling stars of light! Bring you rain down and purify all! Resuscitation! Water, hear my call! Oh, sparkling stars of light! Rain down and purify all! Solid storm! Meteor storm!
Leave the charges to me!
Not on my watch! Take care of Pluto! I'll bring you back
Ignite!
from death's abyss!
Air pressure!
I still got some fight left in me! Water, hear my call!
No further!
Burning strike! The flip magic is there! Burning strike! You get the gist! Burning strike! Blah blah blah! Burning strike! Blah blah blah! Burning strike! They're not playing around! Radiant Close one! Right back at you! Radiant here! Close one! Right back at you! Annihilation!
Now you see what I can do!
Where are you going?
Take this!
I'm sorry.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Because it engulfs you! Rendering you apart! Bloody howling! On your...
Forgive me.
Talon Hurricane! Burn!
Not my finest.
I've still got some fight left in me. Pierce evil. I'll bring you back.
This one's all mine! Not today!
Better. Vanish without a trace. I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Inferno Punch!
I'm just getting
The flames will roar.
Nothing gets by me!
The enemy is going all out. You get the gist. Burning strike! Mine. Not on my watch.
Captivity!
Mega ray.
The earth throbs in pain.
Denied!
The flames will roar. Burning strike. The close one. Gotcha.
Armor won't save you! There you go! Feel like me again! Break it, doesn't it? I played you all down.
Annihilation. Lightning.
From beyond! Imbue this vanquished soul. The flame inside me yearns to be let free.
Burning! Magic is there! Burning! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Fuck yeah.
Huh? What's a letter doing in a place like this?
Hell if I know. I highly doubt that Zoogle was trying to guard it. Still, somebody must have left it for some... Law.
Huh? What's up?
Something up?
It's from my old man. My dear son, I wonder how things will be between us by the time you read this.
In any case, I first want to congratulate you on all that you've accomplished. Making it this far requires a strong body, fine technique, an unwavering spirit, and most of all, friends that you can count on. If you have all of that, then I, as your father, have nothing to worry about. Those things together will always keep you on the right path. That brings me to what I really wish to discuss with you. As with all of us, there will someday come a time when you'll be a grown man who can and must think and act for himself. Whether you'll live in a world where blood will no longer be spilled between Dahnans and Renans, or when that day arrives, nobody can say. But even if peace still eludes us then, you'll have to decide how to live in this world. Listen to others with an open heart, but don't be swept away by their words. Always live on your terms. One more thing. If I ever see you again, I hope to say this to you in person, but neither of us knows what tomorrow may bring. Know this. Whatever you think of me, and what I've done, your mother and I love you very, very much.
And there's nothing in this whole world that will ever change that. Your father, Zephyr.
Zephyr.
I can't believe he's only telling me all this after he's gone. What am I supposed to do with this?
Zephyr once told me that living freely meant being your own master. I think he wanted to make sure you know how he felt one way or another. What you do with that knowledge is up to you.
But that still doesn't explain why his father left that letter for him here, of all places.
Don't forget, we were led to this place. We may well get some answers if we go back to the source of all this.
No. Hell yeah, that's fun.
Retreat! If you know what's good for you.
Appreciate the help.
We won.
Shit, I don't think I have.
Coming through!
Lightning!
You wanna play?
Sorry to trouble you.
How much longer will our healing arts last?
Whoa!
It's not like we really need to heal. What you gonna do now, motherfucker?
Can we get down?
Callous. Calcified. Calaglia.
What kind of poem is that?
A sparse one.
Yeah, I'll talk to you in a second.
And thus our strength yet grows.
Ah, hoo hoo! Hoo, hoo hoo hoo!
I see you've got your relics all lined up again. What are you doing? Huh? They're so bright now.
Oh, it's you two. I was merely tending to my collection.
Don't you think you've polished them enough by now?
You take better care of your relics than you do yourself.
I try to take good care of them. However, no matter how much work I put in, it refused to respond.
I thought you could hear their voices somehow.
I can, but that's all I can do with them. I can't actually engage in conversation with them. Not yet.
What are they saying? Did they really want you to polish them that much?
You're right. I was so enraptured with them, I may have selfishly failed to consider their own wishes. I must open my mind and sincerely engage with them in earnest.
He never gets tired of his relics, does he?
Nope. It is interesting to look at them when they're all lined up together like this, though. Like how these two have similar designs. It makes me wonder if they were made in the same period.
An excellent observation. Yes, I too suspect they're somehow intimately related as well.
I don't see what you two are talking about at all.
Hmm? What's this? Why, that smear wasn't there previously. Could it be responding to my voice at long last? It's rather viscous and has a distinct aroma to it.
Hootle! These relics are no place for you to do your business! Whew! I'm serious! These are priceless pieces of history!
Come Come on, Dohalim. Let's go wash your hands before you catch anything weird.
Look, Hootle! One of your buddies! Whoo!
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Hey.
Hey.
I guess... No way. Damn. Whew. All right. This is... Thanks.
Oh, I forgot I could zoom in this whole time. Holy shit. Okay.
You okay, Law? You seem kind of quiet.
I'm fine. Just feels a little weird returning home now that my dad's not here, I guess. Oh man, sorry. I didn't mean to bum you out, too.
So I guess that means you'll be visiting your dad's grave while you're here. Right, Law?
His grave? What are you, nuts? There is no grave. The Renan would only destroy it the moment they found it.
Back before Calaglia was liberated, dead slaves would be dumped in mass burial sites. Either that or thrown on top of a bonfire. We got used to cremating our own to deny them the pleasure. Then we'd sprinkle the ashes from high up as a way of returning them to the motherland.
It's all we could do. That's the ceremony we had when my mom died, too.
But that was back then, right? Calaglia is liberated now. There's nothing to stop you from raising a true grave anymore.
I suppose you've got a point. Once you've been doing something for generations, though, it sort of begins to take root. It's a tradition of its own now.
My dad wouldn't want that anyway. Cheap and simple, he'd say. Besides, I can't treat him differently than my mom. They might not end up meeting on the other side.
I hadn't thought of it like that. Wow, imagine. The two of them reunited, back home where they belong. They're probably watching over us right now, at one with Great Dana. There's something almost poetic about it.
That's why I can't afford to screw up. If I know my pops, something as paltry as death won't stop him from coming to box my ears. Still, better than being left alone, I guess. Better than never knowing. You hear that, Dad? I'll make you proud.
Dude, go in, what the fuck?
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
The fuck we are. That is like a god tier weapon, isn't it? Holy shit, dude, those things look ridiculous. Not gonna lie, I fucking love that. Fuck yes.
I always love the sound of
Fuck yeah. Let's go.
hammers banging away.
I'm just making a guess, there's only one owl per region.
We finally made it.
pretty sure I have the key for that room finally.
What's on the other side of this door, anyway?
Why ask me when you can just open it and find out?
Fuck yeah.
This is...
Treasury.
But this is...
Right.
Kisara. Oh.
Wow!
Wiener recipe.
Nice one, Elfin.
Thanks, gotta keep up with the competition.
Personally, I prefer Bologna.
This might be some decent equipment.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me.
We should think about eating soon.
Really? Not all that hungry myself.
Don't make me say it again.
Yeah.
Okay, gotta go all the way up to the 3rd floor.
Good idea.
Though I am totally gonna fucking farm every fucking physical thing. There's only one here, and okay. Oh hell yeah, I need them gold points. Go fuck yourself. What the heck is going on? There's a lot of grimoire there. Oh. Boo. Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me?
Hey. Hey! Yes! Right.
Sure.
I don't believe this!
Okay! Great! Good. Nice work. Ah!
Dude, they're using fucking wheat and eggs. Fuck's are making a pancake.
This is...
Wow. This is... Yes!
Oh my god, you fucking made donuts?
Oh!
Amazing! Nice work. Very nice. Thanks. Yes!
Oh my god, dude. Seriously?
Finally. If only we could have flown with the...
Hey.
Yes. Oh.
Yay! What? Yeah!
Yes.
Yeah!
Oh, that gluttony code. Whatever the fuck that is. Gluttony code.
We avoided getting roasted in that ring. But what we could really use is something to cap this off.
Sure. Got any ideas on what would be good?
Mabo curry. Fried bread stuffed with curry.
You'd probably buy Hawk.
Oh my god. That is so perfect. Hold on. We gotta change that too. Okay, now that's perfect. What do you look like in a Clark uniform? Nah, I kind of like her outfits like that a lot better. This would be almost funny if he didn't have the blazing sword.
Always good to be back in familiar territory.
Right!
Saxleo Temple. Isn't that where Shion was being held?
Shh! Wasn't it beautiful? I can't wait for this!
Hey, Law. Been training?
Yeah, I guess I got a little carried away. You think this is bad, you should see the state of my underwear.
Oh my god.
Yeah. A
That's
word of
gross.
advice. You might want to refrain from mentioning that stuff around girls. Ones without a military history especially.
Man, can you imagine Rinwell's face? She'd have a nervous breakdown.
I meant in general, but you sure mention her a lot, you know.
Huh? Oh, you know, she's always there, even when you least expect it. Springs to mind easily.
Either that, or maybe some part of you is subconsciously always wishing she was there.
May the trials and tribulations of young romance never change.
Romance? Like I'd be interested in that know-it-all tomboy. I'm more about mature women. Someone more like Kisara.
You know, I used to be a tomboy too when I was Rinwell's age.
Look, it's not tomboys I have anything against. But come on, you've got to admit she can be a lot to handle.
Hey, I miss anything? What's all the fuss about?
Rinwell.
Thunderblade!
What the hell was that for?
A little birdie told me you were speaking about me behind my back. Whew!
From the looks of it, I'd say you've got yourself a rival.
It wouldn't be called the Spring of Youth without a little storm every now and then.
Hey, Shion. How are you and Alphen getting on these days?
That's a little out of the blue. Why do you ask?
Sorry, it's just... I don't know, I'm just curious, I guess. I mean, a lot's changed now he's got his senses back and all.
I suppose you're right. Well, to tell you the truth, if he'd been the way he is now back when I'd first met him, I probably wouldn't have gotten this involved. But then, if we hadn't met like we did, then I never would have experienced these feelings, so... I guess it's complicated.
I can imagine. I know it's not the same thing, but I know what it feels like to have someone you love who's out of reach.
Because of Miguel.
Alphen's still alive. It's not too late, you know. And after all, who can say what the future holds? I think if I were you, I'd take things as they come for now.
Besides, touch isn't everything. I've never touched you, Shion. But that doesn't stop you from knowing that I care about you, right?
That's true. But I do remember back when we first met, you made it plenty clear you weren't my biggest fan.
But that was a long time ago. There were lots of things I didn't understand back then. Not that that's the point.
Don't worry, I'm only teasing. I know what you mean. Thank you. And you're right. There are ways to convey your feelings besides just touching.
I'll say, cooking immediately springs to mind. And if it's someone's favorite dish, all the better. If there's something on your mind that you want to tell him, why not try appealing directly to his stomach?
You might just have a point. I'll give it a shot.
Uh-oh. If it's Alphen's palate you're appealing to, that doesn't bode well for the rest of us.
Well, friendship is about being supportive. Sometimes we just have to do our best and take one for the team, right?
Even after staying here, we never truly got to the bottom of what makes this realm's citizens tick.
Renan and Danon are meaningless distinctions here. To have one's own mind is strictly forbidden. All that matters is blind obedience.
That might be the case now, but it can't always have been like that. There must have been something more.
Once, maybe. Question is that something still salvageable?
If it's not, we'll just have to make something new. No, not we. They've had enough foisted on them as it is.
You're right. It's time the people here had the chance to forge their own path. That's not to say it'll be easy, but it will be worthwhile.
These things take time to... What the? An ambush?
Sorry. Sorry. There was a huge flying bug and I sort of shot without thinking.
A bug? You mean like a Zoogle?
Something tells me she would have shot it, whether it was a Zoogle or not.
This realm is teeming with humid forests. It's only natural insects would feel more at home here than Menancia. In fact, I seem to recall reading somewhere that bugs around these parts lay their eggs in human food to ensure healthy incubation.
Sounds like they're tougher than they look.
What about you, Alphen? Bugs don't creep you out?
I wouldn't say I was their #1 fan. Mind you, if times get desperate enough, I've been known to eat them.
Insects as a culinary option, you say? What kind of seasoning are we talking?
Dohalim, I don't think he was talking about cooking them.
Hey, a lizard!
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
I never thought about this until now, Alphen. But doesn't it get hot wearing that armor all the time? You feel heat and cold again, don't you?
Admittedly, yeah. It can get pretty toasty in this thing.
Is it hard when your back starts to itch?
Oh, you bet. Plus, my shoulders get stiff wearing it, even if it's not all that heavy.
Kisara looks like she manages all right with her armor.
Armor takes a strong body and a stout heart.
Spoken like a true guardsman. Not that I really get what you mean.
The more I think about it, the more I realize what a pain it must be. Like, what do you do when you need to take a leak?
Ew!
That part can be a bit of a pain, yeah. More things to take off.
That sucks, man. Wouldn't it be easier if you just walked around outside of your armor most of the time instead?
You never know when the enemy might attack. As tempting as it might be to take it off, it's not worth getting killed over.
So basically, you're screwed if you ever get attacked while taking a dump. Right, Rinwell?
Are you doing this on purpose?
Yeah, I forgot I wanted to go. Fucking sit out here for a second. And do a camp out real fast.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Why are you staring at me?
I could ask the same thing.
So this is how the Sovereign and Maiden are supposed to look. You two go great together.
Law, come stand between us.
Oh, sure. You want me to put something white on as well?
Of course she doesn't.
Take a closer look, Shion. It's a miracle.
What are you talking about?
This outfit, it's already got blue accents on it.
So I see.
God.
I love how much amazing food we get to eat even when we're out on the road.
Me too, especially compared to what I used to have when I was still a slave. This is paradise.
It's amazing what good food can do to keep your hopes up. Nagal used to say all the time that the power of food is subtle, yet profound.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? For whatever reason, I find I don't worry nearly as much when I've got a full stomach helping me out.
That's why you shouldn't be such a picky eater.
Huh?
She's right. You always leave food that you don't like on your plate when you're done.
Come on, what's the big deal?
Back in the day, I couldn't think about leaving any food. It was such a waste not to eat at all. You needed every last scrap of energy.
Exactly. Even when my brother and I didn't have much to eat, we all did what we could to make it taste good and enjoy what we had.
That definitely explains a lot about why you cook the way you do, Kisara.
Dohalim, I bet you don't know what any of that's like. You must be used to food being handed to you on a silver platter.
Sometimes it was gold.
You didn't shy away from that at all.
Although,
Oh, God.
there was one experience that does come to mind.
Oh?
When I first learned that the food I ate originally came from animals and fish, I was rather taken aback.
You just ate whatever was in front of you without even thinking about it?
That's a silver spoon elite for you.
Your cooking has really improved, Shion.
It's because of you that I understand what makes it so fun. I'm glad everyone seems to enjoy what I make, too.
I've noticed a disturbing trend that after it's your turn to cook, our ingredients tend to run really low. What's up with that?
That is a good point, Law. There's a weird difference between the amount of ingredients she prepares and how much food actually gets served. Curious. Very curious indeed.
I don't know. Isn't it pretty normal for veggies to shrink a little when you fry them up?
Or maybe she eats all the bad batches herself so we won't notice.
Come on, I wouldn't do anything like that.
Then how would you explain the difference?
Ahem. I have a theory that I wish to propose.
What is it?
As we all know, Shion here can have quite the appetite. I imagine she often taste tests her own food as she prepares it. By my eye, it would appear that her footprints are leaving deeper impressions as of late. Far be it from me to level such an accusation, but the facts lead me to conclude that...
She's been snacking while she cooks.
And yet, she still looks so slender in her clothing.
Yeah, I'm kind of envious, actually.
Wait a sec, are you guys trying to say she's...
I'm what?
Nothing?
Nothing. Shion, about that fight just now.
Sorry about that. I was careless.
I didn't come to criticize you. Just please take better care of yourself.
You don't need to worry about me. In case you forgot, I can't exactly die anyway. It's like how you used to not care about getting beat up because you couldn't feel pain, and then I was the one to patch you up. It's the same thing.
You're right. That is how I used to be. But this isn't the same.
Then what do you mean? How is what's happening now different from what happened then?
It's different now.
Look, if you mean because you can feel pain again,
It's because I don't want to see you getting hurt. You're right. When I couldn't feel any pain, I put myself in all sorts of dangerous situations. I didn't listen to anybody's warnings, and I made a lot of people worried for no good reason. It was foolish. This isn't about you and me being able to take pain. I don't want to have to see you get hurt, Shion. It's too much for me to take. Is that a crazy thing to say?
No, it isn't. And I definitely don't like seeing you get hurt either, Alphen. We can't expect our enemies to show us any mercy, but I will do my best not to throw myself in harm's way out there either. How does that sound?
I'm sorry if I sounded harsh earlier. I didn't mean to. I just really want you to take better care of yourself.
I will. At least, for as long as I can.
That turned out good, if I do say so myself. Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while?
Would you perchance be interested in going on a walk together?
Why? You're not on guard duty for another few hours.
Which is why I want to walk. To hear the music in these parts.
Music? Where are you going to find musicians all the way out here?
There's more to music than what people play. It's in the grass, fluttering in the wind, the leaves in the trees, and the songs of birds and insects. Once you open your ears, you'll find that music is truly everywhere in this world.
What sounds like music depends on who's listening, huh? It's an interesting idea, but I think it might be a little too difficult for me. Speaking of music, whatever happened to your instruments? You used to be a musician, didn't you?
Those are well out of my reach at this point. That aside, I don't feel that I yet have the right to play any of them again. You could say that it is in part my way of atoning for that which I have failed to do over the years.
Meaning that you haven't completely given up on making things right.
Do you think me a fool stuck in the past?
Not at all. In fact, far from it. You sound like you're still holding out hope for a brighter future. Picture yourself being able to play your music again. Doesn't that motivate you to keep going even when things get tough?
I see what you mean. I didn't realize that drive still lingered within me. The darkness in one's heart is sure to manifest in their music. However, I promise you that one day, when that darkness has finally lifted, I shall let you hear me perform.
Well, now that you've said it, you're gonna have to follow through. I look forward to hearing you play.
God damn it. I'm trying to do something on my phone real fast. Why is this thing being so stupid?
Here, let me help you relax and rest easy with a little melody. Shall we get moving?
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Whew! I don't sense any more enemies.
Okay, so...
Just great.
Cheers!
Cheers! What? Nice try, you two. Better luck.
Never. Why?
Wait, something's wrong.
I couldn't catch it. I'll always be alone. How could I... Oh, please. I'm so lonely.
Oh no. This is just like what happened before. Alphen!
I'm alone. I'm all alone.
What can I do to get her to snap out of it? There aren't any thorns this time. Oh, I've got it!
Alvin?
Shion, you're not alone. You've got all of us. And it wasn't just one bouquet either. There's also this one from me. So please, don't give up. We'll fight this together. Shion!
You dummy! That's not what I was upset about. How many times do I need to tell you not to blindly rush into things? That said, it does make me feel better. Even if your bouquet is just a weapon named after one.
I'm just glad I could help. And I made another one to go with it, so it wouldn't be lonely either.
You never cease to amaze me, Alphen. Seriously.
Feeling better now, Shion?
I'm sorry I lost my cool like that.
Don't worry. It's not like I have any room for criticism.
Being a grown-up isn't easy, is it?
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
I think there's someone in trouble here.
Yes.
Excuse me!
Hey!
Really now.
What?
I see. Agreed.
Very nice.
Dohalim? The line of researchers is getting longer.
Perhaps I should have put more thought into this before accepting.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Hey, Rinwell, tell me about your parents. What were they like?
They were kind. That's the part I like to remember. They could also be strict, though, especially when it came to magic. I never understood why I had to work so hard to learn magic. Why we couldn't just be done with it and live openly like everyone else. Needless to say, that didn't go over well. Of course, if I'd had known that one day I'd be doing this, I would have taken my studies more seriously. What about your parents?
Same deal. Run through the mill. Told constantly that training was the only way to survive in a world like this. It got bad enough that I ended up running away and siding with the Renans of all people. And now, I've got that training to thank for being alive.
I know how that feels.
The first time we met, you risked using your magic to stop me from kicking my dad's ass. You could have done anything else. You could have ignored it. So, why?
Yeah, I guess something about Zephyr reminded me of my own father.
You don't say. So, did your pops and mine look a lot like each other?
Not really. Not at all, in fact. I don't know how to explain it. I just felt a resemblance, I guess.
Wow. Well, I won't pretend I understand, but I'm glad. Your dad must have been a great guy.
He was.
Maybe it's the snow soaking up all the sound, but something about Cyslodia always feels mysterious to me. Solemn, almost.
When it comes to solemnity, I'd say our own Octalina Palace is no slouch.
I won't argue with you there. Still, that azure tint of the shadows on the silvery white snow, it has a certain indescribable quality.
Indeed. It was boorish of me to even suggest such a comparison.
All I know is it's freaking cold. Still, more pleasant now that the locals aren't quite as frosty towards us.
Well, excuse me if I'm too frosty for your warm self.
Oh, come on! You know I didn't mean you. Besides, really, I'm the one who...
How about we stop getting hung up on the past for a change? Take what you've learned and put it to use in the future instead.
An unexamined past can be just as dangerous in its own right.
Better that than obsessing over it like a certain someone I know.
Kisara doesn't mince her words, does she?
I could say the same thing about one or two of the other women around here.
Tell me about it.
I think I'll refrain from commenting on this one.
Hootle, I've got some dried fish for you. You want some?
Forget that. Doesn't some tasty red meat sound better, boy?
Hey! Stop trying to coax him away with treats. Get your own adorable sidekick if you're so desperate for one.
He appears to enjoy being the center of attention.
Funny how things change. He and Rinwell used to be joined at the hip, or shoulder to talon.
It's not just Hootle who's become more trusting. Isn't that so, Rinwell?
They do say pets and their owners act alike. I suppose since we've been together, I've done my share of coming out of my own shell too.
Well then, I guess with you and Hootle, that makes us all one big happy family.
Sometimes when I'm deep in thought, Hootle will come over and sit next to me. I only wish I could actually pet him.
Oh, you will someday. You won't believe how soft he is.
Wish I had that problem. I'm lucky if I can so much as look at old Featherbrain without him trying to claw me to ribbons.
Really? He seems tame enough around everyone else. Maybe it's just Hootle's way of establishing dominance?
That's dogs, not owls.
What's going on when Hootle pecks at you?
I don't know. Like when I'm talking to Rinwell, it's like he's trying to muscle me out or something. Unless... Wait, you don't suppose I make him jealous?
Come again?
Ow! Get off of me, you insecure fluff ball!
I rather think they make a good comedic pairing.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
It's noisy in here, isn't it?
Things should calm down a little once we're through with this place.
Optimistic as always.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
We finally made it.
Meow. Meow.
What are you doing?
I'm talking to the kitty.
That isn't a cat.
We've reached our destination. Sure is good to be back in the pleasant climes of Menancia. Especially after the extremes of some of the other regions we visited.
Definitely. Your country is beautiful.
You do me an honor. However, this place was never mine to own.
I didn't mean it that way. Though, I guess technically you weren't born here either. Native or not, that doesn't change the feelings you had for the place. If I were you, I'd try to take a little pride in people's compliments.
Allow myself to feel pride, huh? That sounds like no easy task.
Nothing sounds easy when you overthink things the way you do. It must be exhausting.
He's always worrying about something. It's probably what gives him his eye for detail. That's just the way he is.
Yeah, so we'd noticed.
Let's change the subject, shall we? It's a wonder so many things coincided to bring us here. Alphen's awakening, Shion's decision to revolt, the Dahnan uprising in Calaglia, the crown contest's final, sputtering throws.
Zephyr's being in the right place at the right time. The fact that you happened to be a lord just as this was all going on.
It's almost as if we were brought together by design. By someone who wanted to bring down the system.
No, enough Hand of Destiny talk. We did this on our own steam. It's our responsibility to see it through.
Did Law just utter a pearl of wisdom?
I do think about things, you know. Just what do you take me for exactly?
Honestly, I always sort of pegged you as a likable dolt.
What the hell makes me a dolt, you dolt?
I mean, she did say he was a likable dolt, didn't she?
Let's refrain from poking this particular Zoogle any further. Some lessons just can't be taught.
Not to dolts, anyway.
Hey, Kisara, what's your secret for putting up with Dohalim? I don't know how you managed to deal with him.
Secret? Oh, I don't think it's as difficult as all that, really.
Could have had me fooled. Anyone who waxes lyrical on the aesthetic qualities of cactus thorns is a step too far for me.
And those poetic flourishes he sneaks into regular conversation? How am I supposed to react?
He likes the sound of his own voice, that's for sure. I say let him have his fun. No need to try and understand anything he says.
Has he always been like that?
He didn't seem as on edge all the time back in Menancia. Though he was my superior back then. So who's to say what I didn't see?
The Lord of Cislodia hid in plain sight while a crony posing as him carried out all his business. What if the Lord we met in Vicent was really...
An imposter? Dohalim? Hardly. Like it or not, that's him all right. In all his flamboyant, circumloquacious glory.
I'd like to see someone try to impersonate that on a daily basis.
Come to think of it, what with being a lord and all, he's probably never had anyone to speak to on an equal basis.
It wouldn't surprise me. Having you guys around, having a family in a way, must be what's helped him change.
A little heads up on some of his eccentricities would have been nice.
It's those eccentricities that make him who he is. Looks like we made it here in one piece.
We've reached our destination.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
We finally made it.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
We've reached our destination.
There's something in the water.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
There's something in the water.
Now where might those fish be?
Hey, what do you think about that spot?
Good idea. I'll go for that one. I've got a good feeling about this one. Looks like I hooked a pretty rare fish.
There certainly are a wide array of fish on Dana.
We've reached our destination.
Hey, what do you say we fight that shining enemy?
Lightning! Hold on to your art. Here I come! These things really get on my nerves. I'm out of ammo.
We got flyers.
I've got this. Let us marksman handle it.
All yours.
If it's in the sky, it's mine.
An astral art?
That's my cue.
Shut him down.
Damn it. Out of ammo.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Breath of life.
I don't feel so good.
Then it's best to fall
Here
back.
goes.
Forgive me, darling.
Don't mind if I do. Downfall.
Now I'm in the groove!
Lightning. Downfall. Radiant pierce.
Benediction light.
I'm all
I've let you all down.
I couldn't make it in time.
Here I go. One more.
Resuscitation!
Benediction light.
I'm hurt bad.
I've let you all down.
Radiant pierce. No more playing nice. Radiant pierce. Radiant pierce.
Johalim!
All yours, Kisara.
We did it!
Magnificently done.
Radiant pierce. It's time to finish this. Die. Consuming wildfire.
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with life.
Radiant pierce.
Resuscitation.
Radiant
It's in your hands
pierce.
now.
I'll bring you back to ready. Eat this. Lightning strike. Lightning. Downfall. Damn it. Out of ammo.
See what happened there is cross deity. Shouldn't have done that.
Going in. Back into the fray.
That's
Flaming me. Downfall.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Benediction.
Radiant.
I'll tear you apart!
Allow me to help you.
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky! Let's dispose of the trash. That'll bring you down! This one's mine! Radiant lightning strike! Pierce! Piercing roar! Radiant pierce! Insect should stay on.
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life! And done!
Radiant
Let's
pierce!
keep up the pace. Wow. Look what I just found.
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret this.
I shall ensure you survive
Hold
this.
on to your art! Here I come! Lightning! Downfall! Here I go! Lightning! Downfall! I'm out of ammo! Back into the fray!
Breath of life. Heal my weary
I'll finish you here and now!
Lightning! Downfall! Lightning! Downfall! Lightning! Downfall! You'll soon see about that! Hurricane strike!
Here! That's
Lightning!
spot.
Hurricane strike! Hurricane!
Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite.
Eat this!
Stalagmite. Rending you apart.
Lightning! Downfall! Hurricane!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Lightning! Not on my watch! Arch shield! Lightning! Downfall! Lightning! Downfall! Confiscated! I'm out of ammo! I'm on Kisara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble.
Think we overdid it?
Not by a long shot. Armor won't save you. In a bind. Slow down. I'll finish you here and now. Make it rain.
All yours, Kisara.
On your knees. Whirlwind snap. Denied. Now I'm in the groove. Air pressure. Rending you apart. Bloody howling. On your strike.
I'm all stuffed up!
Air pressure. Where are you going? Bloody howling.
Hold on to your art! Here I come! Not on my watch! Radiant Pierce!
I'm ready.
Radiant Pierce!
Stalagmite.
Damn it! Out of ammo!
Eat dirt. Look sharp. We did it.
Benediction light.
Radiant Pierce! Radiant Pierce!
Switch to offense.
Radiant Pierce!
They smite with blackened blade.
Good to know my training's paying off.
And what, pray tell, does this training of yours entail?
Why? Interested in joining me?
That was quite the little adventure we went on. I wonder what Helganquil civilization was like at its zenith.
I can imagine that'd be something you'd take an interest in.
There's no question it must have been advanced, like none either world has ever seen. We could surely stand to learn a thing or two from such a people.
I get that you're itching to delve into its history, but we've got bigger fish to fry right now.
Put a pin in it, and you can do all the research you want when you retire.
I can think of worse things than a retirement dedicated to research. As for whether Rena is amenable to an aging specimen...
It's a little early to be giving it serious thought just yet.
A man can dream, though. A man can dream.
Oh, we didn't say there's anything wrong with dreaming.
In your case, Dohalim, dreams have a habit of spiraling into something else.
You'll need to stay with us for now, though. You're too helpful to let retire.
Why do I feel this is less of a compliment and more of an ultimatum?
Just a friendly suggestion.